Greetings, fellow gardeners. Welcome to another issue of the Corona Garden Show. I'm here wearing my mask. It is a bandana, not because I'm worried about getting or spreading virus, but because I've been eating some yacon. I just farted, and I cannot stand myself, and this is not working. So, yeah, if there was one thing about all of this that I guess I'll be glad when it's over, it's this. I really don't like walking around with the mask on. Even when I'm spraying and stuff around here, I have the big industrial chemical style ones and all that. And I got the smaller ones that we use for the volcano, when it's going. But, whatever. I find it very difficult to breathe behind these things. It's not fun. Yeah, that and I guess it's just because I'm always out here planting trees and growing stuff and that, and I almost never slow down on any of that. That sometimes, that expression, can't see the forest for the trees? Yeah, that's me right now. It caught me by surprise, I swear. I garden all the time. I'm always planting stuff, so I don't think nothing of it. But a couple of weeks ago, I had one of the viewers get back to me talking about how, the seed racks were wiped out. Bill, do you have any seed for sale? And blah, blah, and that, everybody always thought he was a turkey because he was planting gardens all the time. But truth is, now they're jealous because he's got food. I said, yeah, okay, that's cool. But probably just wherever he's at, it's probably just local, Well, then I decided it was time for me to start to catch up on some of my seed orders, and so we went and started looking for seeds. And one of the companies I do a lot of business with, because they're good varieties, is Johnny's Selected Seeds. Hey, they're not only sold out on a lot of seed that I would have purchased from them already, but they won't be shipping till April 28th because of the COVID thing. And a lot of the seed companies, same situation. Sold out on a lot of major items. Things like sugar snap pea, sold out. Wow. I know it's a little late in the year. Usually I'm more on top of this, and I'm typically somewhere around January or so. I'm collecting my seeds for the year. This year I waited till April for a variety of reasons. Particularly it was health problems. I wasn't there with it. So I was a little surprised. This is a forest from the trees. Now I have suddenly realized, the green garden guy has finally figured out, y'all are heading out into the garden and planting stuff. Now, I know the folks that usually listen to this channel, probably more like myself, routinely go out every year and start planting things. And so you may not have noticed either unless you were shopping for goods like the one viewer was. I'm usually so well stockpiled here on pots, soils, fertilizers, and so on. I don't get out very often. I buy it in big loads, And so now I'm shocked to find out it looks like America is heading into the garden this year. I mean, people who ordinarily don't garden, are doing this. They're worried about food scarcity and shortages. Well, guess what? Now we got garden seed shortages too. It's not just toilet paper, folks. Sugar snap peas are off the shelf too. My goodness. Yeah, I never saw it coming. I guess I really didn't think people would react that way. Figured, they'd continue relying on supply lines, or soup lines or whatever, And yeah, it looks like they're stretching lines out across their backyard and planting corn seeds. It's a good thing. But I would say this is probably the greatest number of people I have ever seen in my life moving out into the garden. Comparisons in the 20th century probably would have been Victory Gardens of World War II or the Great Depression. People began to grow more of their own food. Without a doubt, the Depression affected my family, but mostly I believe it was those Victory Gardens of World War II. It is where most of my relatives began growing so much food for themselves, and where I picked up the habit of growing food, because after World War II, they never stopped, and right straight through the 50s and 60s till most of them passed away, they were still growing food all the time. Lots of it, too. Some of them, lots and lots of food. They would supply the family, with watermelons, cantaloupes, strawberries, green beans, that kind of stuff. My Aunt Elsie in Indiana, Elsie was master at this. She knows knew more about growing strawberries than I ever will. I swear, she was a master. That and cantaloupes. We used to spend the summer, my brother and I, with Aunt Elsie, and well, of course, she'd be hauling in all this garden produce, and one of the things she specialized in where she was at was cantaloupe. And it got to the point where, come on, boys, have another cantaloupe. And Elsie, no more cantaloupes, Come on, they're good for you. We'll eat it if you'll put a scoop of vanilla ice cream in it. Do I have to? Yes, Elsie. All right, you boys. And so we'd make her put a scoop of ice cream in every half a cantaloupe if she was going to make us eat them. Yeah. So, yeah, I've not seen anything like it in my life. I've only seen, like I say, the residue of the tide from times before when we had national disasters. I'm glad, and I hope, some of you out there growing food are successful at it, and, well, maybe you'll keep doing it even after the world gets well again. Might be. I'm glad to help you with any of the problems you may have. So anybody out there who's new at this, at least most of the basic stuff, I certainly can help you with. Now, when it comes to some of the odd questions I get now and then, there are some things I have no idea either, and I can't find it when I try to look it up on university websites. So I can't do it all. But for the most part, most of you got pretty simple problems. How do you prune that apple tree? What's the best way to plant a strawberry? How many feet between corn stalks? How much fertilizer does this thing need? And so on. When should I start this seed? Yeah, I'm here. Everybody seems to have a place of value in all of this. And so, if you want help growing your food this year, get a hold of me. I'm here on the web. Strangely enough, I found myself as a gardener on the internet, so that we're virtual. That just sort of happened. I hadn't planned that one out. I'm not a prepper. I wasn't getting ready for the end times. Like I said in past videos, I just grow the stuff because I eat, because I like plants, because sometimes I think I can do a better job of producing a piece of fruit than I from the market, that kind of stuff. I like my food fresh every day. I like to be able to wander around my yard and pick this, pick that, and take it into the kitchen and eat it. That's my lifestyle. And it's got nothing to do with worry or concern or the coming of the end or anything else, except I just like to eat. Yep. So, aloha. There's my thoughts in the garden for the day. Dang, couldn't see the forest from the trees. But I think I'm catching on. Aloha and hang loose. Stay well. Oh, and don't forget to wear your mask.